Okay. Just because if you think about everything she does, she really does literally play wizard's chess every time she works out the plans for the full moon. And now she's actually going to have to teach someone else, or help teach someone else to do that. Because whoever leads the pack in Japan is going to need to know how to do that in Japan. So So I can put in a spa day. I'm also thinking, are there any... Remember, this is Christmas break. So are there any Christmas traditions that might be cool to see? I did think of that one. Yes. I think she's going to get a jumper with an A on it. That's almost gotta happen as a way of Mrs. Weasley accepting her into the group. Maybe she won't be there, like, she'll get the gift a little bit later on. Like, not, because I'm thinking she'll spend Christmas with her family. But I'm thinking that she will be given the gift of a jumper. I'm not sure if I would have her meet the whole pack. I can see where you're coming from, but I can also see it being a big group of people. I could instead see Lily having written home so much about her, and basically talked about her so much that's why Molly does it. Especially when then Harry and Hermione and whatever start talking about Amy's friend at school. But I do want to write down the spa day, so now that I got that taken care of. And I'll write down the jumpers just so I can forget, or so I don't forget. I can write it down. I think in my mind she's already had some of those experiences, but yeah, I could see that being put in, maybe in her, you know, maybe in a sock or something as a final gotcha or something from Santa. For the year. And obviously not mean gotcha, but more of a I got your back type. That's what I think of. And the way I see it, he probably enjoys, or he probably appreciates everything Amy's done too. I did not consider that one. I'm thinking Molly's already known about Santa for years, so whether he gets a jumper or not, who knows? Because the way I see it, I don't think Molly makes everyone jumpers. Just those she kind of sees as family. Because we never heard about about Sirius or Remus getting jumpers. Or Tonks or... So we need to find a pattern for Molly jumpers. I really don't want to have to try and figure that out right now. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait for your Molly jumper pattern. Maybe I can work on it after we finish the story. Maybe that can be something I can work on. But it would take a while to figure out the pattern. And I think if Jess was here, she would agree with me. To try to come up with a pattern for doing that. Exactly. So, it's going to have to wait until... I guess I could stop writing the book and start working on making a Molly jumper pattern for a while. But I don't know that that's exactly what you guys want me doing on stream right now. I think you guys still want the art and still want the books. So we kind of have to pick and choose. Had to make sure I hadn't missed something right before that came across, because it looked like I had, but I didn't. Do you happen to have your books nearby? I am not sure. We figure that the way I'm surrounded by this much is that my husband plays, my stepson plays, I play, and my husband and stepson also play Pokemon Go, and then some of my other kids have played off and on. So that's how we think I have so much near me. Now, on the reason I ask about the books is I'm wondering about Baxton's in the books. If it specifies in the book that only girls came, or if it doesn't specify either, and it was just left open and just we know Floor was the winner. And I would look it up, but if you get a chance to look it up, that might help. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't say it's an all-girls school. And then also, are all the jumpers the same color, or are they different colors? I think they're all different colors, and I don't think Harry's actually had an H on it. I think Harry's was just a regular sweater, or jumper, as you guys call them. And I don't think Ron's had an R on it. I think the only ones that had, because if you remember right, the twins teased Ron, and the teasing about it was that she put their initial on it to distinguish, kind of as a way to keep them straight. And so then the question is it just then I get to decide if she does a certain color every year, or if they're all different colors and she just does whatever color she feels like for them, or what. But my big question that is, in fact, I know that the others didn't have a letter on it. I just got to remember if they were all the same color or not. But that's something that could change over the years. So, okay, don't worry about the sweater, about the jumper thing. I just got to figure, I need to know on Baxton's, because I'm thinking Amy may go to Baxton's with Lily. Whether it's to pick up her cousin. Maybe one of her cousins is attending there. I don't know. I need to look that up. Maybe Floor goes back to visit for some reason. Maybe they have a huge surge that happens there. And in my mind, I have an idea. But I want to make sure the books don't say that there were males that came too. From Baxton's. That only in that it's, yeah. And that's why the movies had it be all girls. Because I have an idea of what's going to happen there, of why that may have happened that way. Basically, we know how the Durmstrang headmaster was. And so he would have been prejudiced against girls. So whether Durmstrang's, I don't think Durmstrang's an all-boys school either. But I think the headmistress of Baxton's, knowing that, might have taken... Okay, so both yeah, I know there's... So, so she brought both boys and girls with her, or just... Or does it say? Because I know they have both. I'm just wondering if she, if only girls came because, kind of as a haha to Durmstrang, to say, see, girls are good. Okay, she brought both boys and girls. Okay, thank you. See, that's where it was frustrating. I thought... I couldn't remember. I knew it was both a boys and girls school. But I was prepared for an explanation of why it would have just been girls that showed up if it didn't say. Okay. That's the one problem, you know, it's... My guess is that they wanted some way to make it appear or whatever. Yeah, it's not. Durmstrang's not an all-boys school either, I don't believe. I can't remember if he brought just boys or not, but I don't believe it's an all-boys school. I would need to look that up, but... If I remember, you could look that up, but if I remember, it only mentions boys. Though I could completely be wrong, and that could be just a movie construct. Okay, so so Durmstrang also brought girls. Okay. And I have an explanation for that. But that helps me when we're talking about it in the book, in my book, to kind of clarify that. Because honestly, there are a lot of people that do believe that Baxton's is a all-boys school, or is an all-girls school, and Durmstrang's an all-boys school. And so we will be clarifying that. And it's all because of the movies. And so in my mind, they discuss that. That's why I was going to have to look it up, but you saved me from that. Thank you. Not that, it's just I've got so many other things that helps me be able to not maybe have to do it in place of others. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to write this down. I was writing down a reminder that if I need something to do sometime, to maybe start working on the sweater pattern. Ah. Thank you. Sounds good. Oh, the 6 young James Potter, duh. That's not gonna be in these. That's gonna be in the Wormtail. Those are gonna be regular foundables. So we've already got... What family are those in? Are they here? No. Are they here? I bet they're history. Let's check. Yes, they're the history of magic. Sounds good, Orchid Jade. Thank you for looking that up. Because like I said, that'll allow me to focus on other things such as Orca's sweater and stuff. While we wait for this dark mark to get gone, we will, so that we'll, while we wait so we can drop the trace tonic, so we can bring in more Legends of Hogwarts traces, we'll go after the adversaries that are showing up here. I was trying to do something on my computer. Let's see. There. Now I can. Actually, before I do anything else, oops. Okay. The bonus event is going to make us go after some more of these, which doesn't surprise me. I just was checking. I'm debating if I want to go after those or not, because they won't get me anywhere. I was seeing something. No, that's not how you get that. Okay. First of all, let's go here. Okay, good. Oh, really? We're gonna freeze. Welcome back, Orchid Jade. Okay, my spell energy gifts are freezing my game. I think I heard a hint of that, but just wanted to check. So I don't dare send spell energy gifts either, so we won't worry about it. Let's see. Okay. There's that. Now we can get a potion. Don't see anything right now. Not the one I needed, but that's okay. Let's see, where are we now? Went over here. Remus Lupin. I wish we could have saved you, Remus. If Amy had known about you, I'm sure she would have. You wouldn't have gone through what you did, but Harry needed you. And I'm sure you're in a much happier place. Where do the emotes go? If you go to your viewer, your stream, what's it called? Your dashboard. You know where you see like the stream manager insights, whatever. If you go to viewer rewards, emotes, it'll give you the link to, it'll kind of show you where to all of that goes. I do have an idea. We may just have Orca create a workout plan. Just the idea of maybe they run across that meme that we came across. And they love the idea. Because we do know that not all witches and wizards, they don't automatically lose weight, or yeah. And so I could see those at Hogwarts being, the females going to Hogwarts now being more aware. And while I do see Amy as being, I mean, look at all the running she does. I can see her, though, also being concerned because she's not able to do as much now as she used to. Exactly. Oh, I was thinking more along the lines of that, you know, that meme that I shared? So we'll see if it ends up being a whole new sport where you're actually moving around, or if some of the ideas I'm thinking of maybe include crafting a die that would then be tossed back and forth, or I haven't quite decided. Ah, come on, I need my foundables to show up. And I'd create something that could be I'm trying to think of some things that could be done such that as someone with EDS could do them, you know, chronic illness, whatever else, but that would help people who were regular too. That will take some doing. Ew, what about if Amy runs into someone somewhere with ADS? Sometime. I'm just putting that down as a question, but in my notes. Okay, I think Amy's gonna for sure go to a spa. In the Muggle world. Now I gotta think of what a... Well, actually, no, I don't have to think of that. I was gonna say I have to think of how a magical person would react going to a spa in the Muggle world, but I don't, for one reason. The way I see it, Lily has been around her cousins from Harry's side of the family. So she's been exposed to the Muggle world. And Laura went to Muggle school. So understands more of the Muggle world. But it is possible, as I think about it, that people would see Amy and them doing it and want to join in. Oh, and I know how a way it'll get out to the world too. I'm not necessarily thinking that. But I'm thinking she goes to the spa with Lily and Laura. And overhears someone bringing up that in relation to they wish, and somehow it gets on the topic of employee wellness. Something that Amy would be well aware of, working in the business community. Maybe even someone with EDS talking about the fact that her company is pushing everyone to exercise, etc. And the problems that she's having because of it, or her issues with it, because she has EDS. Wellness program for her wherever she works. Maybe she's visiting from the US or something. I don't know. Do they have employee wellness programs in Britain, Jade? physical. Like as at work. So employee wellness, usually the bigger companies here in the US have that. And what it is it they focus on creating different challenges or different, basically ways to help reduce insurance costs because they improve the health of the employees. But it's literally as part of the employee wellness program that it's done. And that's why I'm wondering if they even have those there where you guys have United Healthcare or whatever. See, so the free acupuncture, I can see that as being something different than employee wellness. Maybe we even have someone, I think what we'll do is we'll have someone from America come or happen to be at the spa talking to her friend about it. As a way of also explaining what employee wellness is here. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Why I'm sneezing like that. And to say the least, I have not taken the time yet, I'll be honest, to figure out how to mute the headphones because I haven't felt a need to yet. Of course, I probably should, because the one time I need to, I won't know how, and I'll be desperate and won't have time. Ah, come on. I don't know that they sound normal, but whatever. No, I did not want that. I will take this one though. And I just read your message, but I think I already responded to you when you came in here, so. Oh, I know what we can do. While we wait for a little bit. Okay, if I'm right, this should get my challenge as XP. This one chamber probably won't get my full XP, but it should get my challenge XP. I may have to send my phone with my husband later tonight, or me go in and go get XP, or not XP, energy. Part of the reason I'm going is if we go enough, we may actually finish early. And if we finish early enough, yes, that's what I thought it was. We'll start the other things early that are in my schedule.